করা যাক। Okay, so we were discussing on local 27th April. So let's start our discussion on Fourier series. Now already we know trigonometric Fourier series, its treatment, all these things. Okay. Now we want to see another implementation, another form of Fourier series. Okay, so let's start with our basic definition of the trigonometric expression of Fourier series, which is A0 plus summation an cos n omega 0 t plus bn sin n omega 0 t, where an and bn are the amplitudes of the cosine and sine terms of varying frequency, n varying from 1 to infinity. Now we can expand our cosine function and sine function into the exponential term using uh, using Euler's theorem. It is A0 plus summation, okay, an into cosine means e to the power j n omega 0 t plus e to the power minus j n omega 0 t. Okay. So this is just a moment. So this is cos theta means e to the power j theta plus e to the power minus j theta by 2, and sin theta means e to the power j theta minus e to the power minus j theta by 2j. Okay, so after manipulation we can write it A0 plus summation. Now we can write an minus jbn by 2, 1 by j means minus j, e to the power jn omega 0 t plus an plus jbn by 2 e to the power minus jn omega 0 t. Just I made one step jump, simple step jump. So we can write it at A0 plus summation. Now we can write it Fn bar e to the power j n omega 0 t plus Fn bar star e to the power minus j n omega 0 t. So this is our xt. Okay, we can write it where Fn bar is just an minus jbn by 2, and Fn bar star, it is the complex conjugate of Fn bar. This is an plus jbn by 2. Okay. Now we know what is our n. It is 2 by t0 integration t0 plus capital T0 xt cos n omega 0 t dt. Okay. And our bn is 2 by t0, same expression. T0 is the time period. Only difference here is that the cosine term will be replaced by sine term. Then now we replace n with minus n. If we replace n with minus n, our cosine term will be replaced, cos n omega 0 t will be replaced by cos minus n omega 0 t. So xt cos minus n omega 0 t dt. But cosine function is an even function. So we can write simply as plus cosine dt. It is an, therefore we can write an equal to a minus n equal to an. So it is an even function. It is even in n. So an is even in n. Okay. So an is even in n. Now, similarly, for bn, what we get, I write it in the next page. Mhm. So our bn equal to 2 by t0. So we replace n with minus n. So xt sine minus n omega 0 t dt, which is equal to now you know sine minus theta is minus sine theta. So one minus sign comes outside. Therefore, we can write b minus n equal to minus bn. So we can say that this coefficient is even function in n. So n, sorry, this is odd function in n. So an is an even function in n and bn is the odd function in n. Okay. Okay. Hence, from fn bar star we can write an plus jbn by 2. Now an can be written as a minus n, okay, because it is an even function, and bn can be written as minus j b minus n by 2. Okay, because b minus n is minus bn. So we can write it f minus n bar. Okay. Therefore, what is our xt? Our fn bar star means f minus n bar. F minus n bar. So now in the previous page, we got the expression of xt, which is that one. Okay, so fn bar star will be here replaced by f minus n bar. F minus n bar. Therefore, xt equal to a0 plus summation fn bar e to the power j n omega 0 t plus f minus n bar e to the power minus j n omega 0 t. Yes. Now that thing can be written as our xt equal to just a0 is replaced by another coefficient, just a change in name only, nothing else, to bring some consistency in the nomenclature.
A0.
Okay, where a0 equal to f0, just a change in name. Okay. Now what we do here, we can write it, we can segregate it, we can write it f0 plus summation n varying from 1 to infinity fn bar plus or we can write it f0 into e to the power j 0 omega 0 t. Just the expression is made consistent with the expression using exponential term. Fn bar e to the power j n omega 0 t plus, now here we can write n is replaced by minus n. So if we write n equal to varying from minus 1 to minus infinity, what will happen? As n is already taking a negative sign here, we need not put negative sign here inside. So it will be f n bar e to the power j n omega 0 t. Clear? Now note one thing, our n is varying here. Okay, from one more thing, just I write one more line. Fn bar e to the power j n omega 0 t plus we can interchange the limit. N varying from minus infinity to minus 1. Note that in integration, if we interchange the limit, the sign is changed because integration fx dx is the incremental term. Okay, so whether we go from the limit a to b or b to a in the integration fx dx a to b, that thing, depending on our progression, the dx will be positive or negative. So if we change the limit, a minus sign comes in the integration. But in summation sign, we know, say a1 plus a2 plus a3 equal to a3 plus a2 plus a1. It means our summation operation always obeys commutative property. A plus b plus c equal to c plus b plus a. So it is independent of the initial and starting point. So you can interchange the limit without changing sign. So once we know that thing, now we can write our xt equal to, so n varying from minus infinity to minus 1, then n equal to 0, then n equal to plus 1 to plus infinity. So it is effectively fn bar e to the power j n omega 0 t, n varying from minus infinity to plus infinity. So this expression, it is the complex exponential form of Fourier series. Complex exponential form of Fourier series. Okay. Now, so if we know Fn bar is a frequency domain parameter, because you see, if you find the expression of Fn bar will be a function of n only. There is no time t. You'll see. So it's a frequency to time conversion. Okay. Now, so from Fn bar we can get our xt. But can we get the reverse one, that if we know xt, can we get Fn bar? Yes, that is also possible. Let's see how we can get it. So next page, page number 3. Now, what is our Fn bar? It is half of an minus jbn. Now, half of our an is what? 2 by t0 integration t0 to t0 plus capital T0 xt cos n omega 0 t dt minus j bn is 2 by t0 xt sin n omega 0 t dt or 1 by t0 integration. So 2 cancels here. So 1 by t0 comes. It is xt cos n omega 0 t minus j sin n omega 0 t. Or we can write our Fn bar equal to xt to the power minus j n omega 0 t dt. So this is our expression. It is our, so once we know, so it is once we know xt, from that we can get a frequency domain parameter. There is no t involved in Fn bar. Why? Because since our integration is evaluated in terms of t, so after integration the whole thing will be a function of t, and then once we put the limit for t, the two limits, lower and upper limit, finally there will be no t in the expression. It will be a function of n only. So it is time to frequency conversion. Time to frequency conversion. And in this one, once we know the frequency domain parameter fn bar, frequency domain coefficient fn bar, from that, by evaluating that summation sign, we can get xt. So it is frequency to time conversion. Clear? Xt. So it's a frequency to time conversion. Another thing you see that our fn bar, it's a function of integer variable n varying from minus infinity to plus infinity. Minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay. So it is a discrete variable there for fn bar. It's not a continuous variable. That's why summation sign is used here to tackle that thing. But here in that expression, our xt is the continuous variable of t. So that's why there is no summation sign. There is an integration sign to tackle the whole thing. Okay. So one is the time to frequency conversion and is the frequency time conversion. So this form, it is called actually the exponential or complex form of Fourier series. The exponential or complex form of Fourier series. This one. Clear? Okay. Now, one more thing we'll see that our fn bar. Now, one important aspect of fn bar is one important aspect of fn bar. Let's see. Okay. Now fn bar is what? Half of an minus jbn. Okay. That we can write it, okay, as it is a rectangular form or Cartesian form. From that we can get it fn angle alpha n or fn e to the power j alpha n. So this is the rectangular or Cartesian form where real and imaginary terms both are there. This is the polar form of the coefficient of expression of fn bar, and that is the exponential form. Exponential form. Now what is fn? Fn is the magnitude of fn bar or the modulus of fn bar. So it is half of, okay, an minus jbn, its modulus, or half of an square plus bn square. And what is alpha n? Alpha n is minus tan inverse bn by n as principal value. Truly speaking, this is not coming always this way. Okay. The actual value of alpha n will be dependent on the value of an and bn, sign of an and bn. Okay. So therefore, the actual value of alpha n in any one of the four quadrants will be dependent on the relative signs of an and bn. What is that? When an and bn both are positive, our alpha n will be in the first quadrant. Okay. So better I write it in the next page. Page number 4. When n and bn both are positive, Okay. So our n is somewhere here. Okay, our n is somewhere here. This angle alpha n. Okay, both are positive. So this is an and bn. Then our alpha n is what? It is minus. Okay. Uh, sorry. Yes. Tan inverse bn by n. Okay. So our alpha n will be actually this way. So negative. So it will be somewhere here, not here. Sorry, it will be here. So this is our magnitude of alpha n. No, no, no. I should not write it this way. Why? Because I am here the magnitude is important here. With minus sign, it will be the fourth quadrant. So it will be confusing. So when I write n is positive and bn is negative, then what happens? N positive and bn negative, it will be the second quadrant. So alpha n equal to, it will be 180 degree minus tan inverse, okay, mod of bn by n. When n is negative and bn is positive, our alpha n will be what? Sorry, it is bn negative means it will be in that, this, it will be 180 plus this one. 180 plus this. And when n is negative, it will be in the second quadrant. So it will be 180 degree minus tan inverse bn by mod of n. This way. When n and bn both are negative, then our alpha n will be what? Its magnitude will be the fourth quadrant. Both are negative. So it will be just it is in the fourth quadrant. Okay, so it is we can write it 270 degree, okay, plus tan inverse mod of bn by n in the fourth quadrant. So this way we can write it. So it's not the principal value, okay, for all other cases. Now what we can write, our fn is half of an square plus bn square. This part is not important in most of our cases. It is minus tan inverse by bn. Bn by n, it is principal value obviously. Okay. Now what is f minus n? If we replace n with minus n, it will be half of a minus n square plus b minus n square, or half of a minus n means n and b minus n is minus bn, because n is an even function in n and bn is the odd function in n. So it's half of an square plus bn square, or it is equal to fn. So f minus n equal to fn. It is an even function in n. The magnitude of Fourier coefficient, which is the combination of n and bn, is always an even function. Note that our original signal xt is neither even nor odd, but fn is always an even function. Okay. And what is our alpha n? Alpha n is, we know, now we write alpha minus n. Here we replace it. So minus tan inverse b minus n by a minus n. Thus n is replaced by minus n. So b minus n is minus bn and a minus n is, okay, an. It is odd function, bn is odd function, and n is even. So it is plus tan inverse bn by n, which is equal to minus alpha n. Therefore, alpha minus n equal to minus alpha n. So it is odd in n, odd function in n. Okay, so always note xt does not have any symmetry property, any symmetry, but an, bn have some symmetry, have this fixed type of symmetry. Symmetry property. An is always an even function and bn is always an odd function. Similarly, so fn is also. Fn, alpha n, bn have these fixed types of symmetries. I should write symmetries. Always they have that particular type of symmetry. So it means if we plot, now page number 5, if we plot fn versus n, it will be something like this nature. Okay, sometimes it may happen that type, anything arbitrarily just written 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3, -4. So the magnitude, it is always an even function in n, always symmetry. And if you plot it n omega 0, 0, omega 0, 2 omega 0, omega 0 is the fundamental frequency, fundamental frequency. 3 omega 0, 4 omega 0, minus omega 0, minus 2 omega 0, minus 3 omega 0, minus 4 omega 0. Clear? So this is called the amplitude spectrum or magnitude spectrum. Amplitude spectrum or magnitude spectrum. It tells us how many frequencies are present and what are the magnitudes or amplitudes of those frequency contents. Okay. So all the frequency domain behavior, okay, our behaviors are revealed here. So this is the amplitude spectrum or magnitude spectrum of the signal xt. Clear? So these are the harmonic frequencies. So different frequencies are coming. And this is, note that these lines are, this spectrum is coming as a discrete line spectra. These are coming as a discrete line, not a continuous line. So this is actually discrete line spectrum. Discrete line spectrum. Okay. And this is the amplitude spectrum or magnitude spectrum of the signal xt. Now, if we plot alpha n versus n, what we'll get, and it will be always, alpha n is always an odd function. So fn is always even and alpha n is always odd. So its nature will be something arbitrarily drawn, obviously. This way, okay, arbitrarily just right. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3, -4. This is n. So in n omega 0 scale, it will be coming as omega 0, 2 omega 0, 3 omega 0, 4 omega 0. Okay, this way. And it will be always an odd function. And it is a plot of phase of the frequency term. Alpha n is the phase of the frequency term. It is called phase spectrum. And note that both the spectrums are discrete. So discrete line spectrum or spectra in plural. Spectra. So this is phase spectrum. It will be always an odd function. From that, we can find out, from the second plot, we can find out what are the different phases associated with each, okay, frequency term, okay, and what are those magnitudes of those phases. So we can find out. So it's a phase versus frequency terms, phase spectrum. As a whole, this is called frequency spectrum. As a whole, that's why the two things are actually called, okay, this is called frequency spectrum, or in plural, spectra. Frequency spectrum of xt or frequency spectra of xt. Let's solve one problem. It will be clear very much to us then. So one problem for us. Find the amplitude and phase spectra of ft. This is our problem. Note that what is the time period of this signal? Our T0 is 2 pi. So it's 2 pi is the time period of the signal. It tells us our omega 0 is 2 pi by T0, which is 1. Let's now next. What is our Fn bar? Our Fn bar is 1 by T0 integration. See the expression of Fn bar? This expression, we have got it. Fn bar equal to 1 by time period. Then over one cycle, we are integrating. T0 is any initial time. Depending on convenience, we can take any initial time. But one thing is, the integration must be evaluated over one cycle. Our T0 can be in anything depending on our choice. But so this is our expression. So 1 by time period, you are evaluating it over one cycle. Then xt into e to the power minus jn fundamental angular frequency into t dt. So just we are using it here. Okay. So it is Fn bar e to the power minus jn omega 0 t dt, and it is t0 plus capital T0. Now what is the expression of Fn bar? Okay, just I forgot to write 1 here. Our Fn bar is 1, okay, when t is in between 0 and pi, and it is 0 when t is in between pi and 2 pi. So that is the expression of Fn bar actually. From the figure we can do it, find out. Or 1 by, then it will be what? T0 is 2 pi, and initial time we can take it 0 here, just in that case, since our function is, its specification is from 0, so better we can take it from 0. So 0 to, okay, 2 pi Fn bar e to the power minus jn t. Our omega 0 equal to 1. That's why. Now we evaluate it in the next page. This is number 6, page number. Therefore, our Fn bar equal to 1 by 2 pi integration. Note that between 0 to 2 pi, our Fn bar is defined, but out of this, from pi to 2 pi, our Fn bar is 0 here. So it's sufficient to integrate it only up to 0 to pi, where the value of Fn bar is only 1. So it is 0 to pi, Fn bar is 1 e to the power minus jn t dt. So integrate it, e to the power minus jn t by minus jn, 0 to pi. So e to the power minus j n pi minus e to the power 0, 1. Just we are evaluating it. Or 1 by 2 pi, it is 2 pi, j 2 pi n, I am writing it. So 1 minus e to the power j n pi. That is our Fn bar. Clear? Or we can write it 1 by j 2 pi n. So now this is what? It is cos n pi plus j minus j sin n pi. It is equal minus j n pi is cos n pi minus j sin n pi. Now cos n pi is minus 1 to the power n. We already know. Okay. And sin n pi is always 0. So that is our Fn bar, its expression. Clear? Now for odd n, what happens? Minus 1 to the power n is minus 1. And for even n, it is equal to plus 1. So our Fn bar equal to, for odd n, what happens? For odd n, it is minus 1, 1 minus of minus 1. So 2. So 1 by j pi n. Okay. For odd n. And for even n, it is 1 minus 1, 0. Yeah. But one problem is that, what's about for n equal to 0? For n equal to 0, it is 1 minus 1. So minus 1 to the power 1 is 0. To the power 0 means 1. So 0. So it is of 0 by 0 form for n equal to 0. So when we get a 0 by 0 form, always we should start evaluating that particular Fn bar for that evaluating Fn bar for that particular value of n, okay, from the beginning, just by substituting the value of n directly. Since we don't find the value for n equal to 0, so better start evaluating with f0 directly. So f0 is what? So it is 1 by t0, then t0 to t0 plus capital T0. So it is, you put here in the expression, you put n equal to 0. N equal to 0 means e to the power 0. 1. So f0 is simply integration of Fn bar. So it is integration of, what I made. This is very bad. It is not Fn bar. Why I am writing it? It is Ft. This is Ft. It's Ft. It's not Fn bar. So today it's a very, very bad mistake. These are all Ft because the function is Ft. Ft to the power minus j. Okay, so you are not, nobody is telling me. So in place of xt, actually it is Ft. A time domain function is converted into frequency domain. It is Ft everywhere. So here also it is Ft. So it will be integration of Ft dt. So it is the area over one cycle. Okay, so how to calculate area? One way is that from geometrical expression we can get it, or another way is just by integration. So its area is what? 1 into pi. So pi. 1 into pi is the area. That way also you can do it. Or directly we can, if you want, you can take a formal method of 0 to pi. Ft is 1 dt. So after integration, you will get the result will be half. So either formally using integration, or in case it is a regular geometrical shape, you can evaluate area directly. So f0 is half for n equal to 0. Clear? So what is our mathematical expression of Fn bar? Next page, page number 7. Therefore, our Fn bar equal to 1 by j pi n equal to odd, n is odd, 0, n is even, and it is half, or n equal to 0. So this is our expression of Fn bar. This is our expression of Fn bar. Clear? Now, once this is known, we can find out the magnitude. What is Fn? Fn is the modulus of Fn bar. Now, what is the mod of j? Mod of j is 1. Can you prove that mod of j is 1? Actually, we know, say 1 angle 90 degree means what? 1 e to the power j 90 degree, exponential form. So cos 90 plus j sin 90. Cos 90 0, sin 91. So it is j. So our j equal to 1 angle 90 degree. Therefore, mod of j is 1. So it's 1 by mod j is 1, and it will be 1 by pi mod n. Okay, when n is odd. When n is even, it is 0. 0 degree simply. And when n is half, it's real number. Half means we can write it half plus j0. So its imaginary term is 0 means 0 degree when n is 0. So this is our Fn. And what is our alpha n? Alpha n for n odd, it is 1 by j. When n is positive, 1 by j means minus 90 degree. When n is odd and n is positive. And when n is negative, what will happen? So 1 by j is minus 90, and when n is also negative, minus of minus 90. So plus 90 when n is odd and n is less than 0. And it is 0 degree when n is even. From that, n is 0 degree when n is 0. So that is our alpha n. From these two things, we can plot Fn versus n. Our Fn is what? So it is for n equal to 0, it is half. Sorry, it's not 0 degree. Why I'm writing? It is 0 and it is half. It is the magnitude. So n is half for n equal to 0. So it is half. So today I'm committing a lot of mistakes. These are very bad mistakes. So n equal to 0 is half. And for n equal to 1 odd, it is 1 by pi. For n equal to minus 1, so mod of minus 1 is 1. For n equal to 2, it is 0. For n equal to 3, again odd, 1 by 3 pi. For n equal to minus 3, 1 by pi mod of minus 3. Clear? Now, if we plot it in terms of n omega 0 is 1 radian per second. So it's simply n here. So 0. So it is omega 0 means, so it is 1, 2, 3 in the scale of radian. In that case, radian per second. So same. Your omega 0 equal to 1 actually. So it is an even function. Note, it is an even function. This is our magnitude spectrum or amplitude spectrum. Magnitude or amplitude spectrum of our given function ft. Now we can plot phase spectrum also from the statement of alpha n. How? Alpha n versus n. For odd n and positive n is minus 90. So n equal to 1, minus 90. For n equal to odd n and positive negative n, it will be plus 90. For n equal to 2, it is 0, minus 2, 0. N equal to 3, again odd, okay, minus 90. N equal to minus 3, plus 90. This way. And n omega 0 equal to n, or omega 0 equal to 1. Its unit is radian per second. So n omega 0. So 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. This way you can get it. It is an odd function always. Always odd. So this is our phase spectrum. So that is the plot of our FT. So magnitude spectrum will be always even and phase spectrum will be always odd. Clear? Okay. Now just I want to solve one more problem, but not completely. So page number 8. Derive the expression of trigonometric and exponential Fourier series or complex Fourier form of Fourier series. Form of Fourier series. Just 1 minute. For the following function or following signal, whatever may be, f of t is. Now its period, so that this is that. So first we identify the period. Our period is 0 minus to t minus, or just 0 plus to t plus. From left neighborhood 0 to left neighborhood of t, or from right neighborhood of 0 to right neighborhood of t. Get my point? Because on the t there is a delta function. That's why we're writing it this way. So what is our a0? A0 is 1 by t period integration 0 minus to t minus over one cycle ft dt. or 1 by t integration 0 minus to t minus. Over that we have one delta function. This is a delta function. Note that if you take 0 plus to t plus, then the delta t will not come. Delta t minus capital T, the second impulse will come in the interval. In the first duration, delta t comes. In the second duration, delta t minus capital T comes. But the final result will be same always. Whatever be your choice of interval, that does not make any effect, obviously, on the final result. Okay. So therefore we can write it, it is, so after integration what we get? Actually it is 1 by t integration 0 minus delta t is 0 everywhere except at t equal to 0. So from 0 minus to 0 plus, our delta t is there. It is 0 everywhere. So its area is 1. So its area, oh, okay. So 1 k is there, always k. So it's not delta. In the problem, a k is given. So just I forgot to mention. So it will be, so it is k by t integration delta t dt, which is 1. So it is k by t. So a0 is k by t. Okay, now what's about our an? Our an is 1 by t integration 0 minus to t minus ft cos n omega 0 t dt. So again we can write it. It's not 1 by t, it's 2 by t. So it's 2 by t integration. So see that actually everywhere it is 2 by t. So always it's 2 by t everywhere. A n, b n, everywhere. So you know that. So everywhere it's 2 by t. Okay. Therefore now what we can write it? 0 minus to 0 plus. Okay. K delta t cos of n omega 0 t dt. Now we can write our so we can use a shifting property. Delta t means what? T minus 0. Delta t means delta t minus 0. So that 0 will take the position of this t. So it will be 2 by t integration 0 minus to 0 plus k delta t cos n omega 0 into 0 dt. So it is our shifting property. You know this thing. Shifting property. But cos 0 equal to 1. So it is 2 by t 0 minus to 0 plus k delta t dt. K comes outside. So it is 2k by t or it is 2k by t. So that is the value of n. Now to find out the value of bn, everything remains same, only thing that except the cosine function, which is replaced by sine. Clear? So let's see the expression of bn, page number 9. 2 by t integration 0 minus to t minus ft sine n omega 0 t dt. Now in that interval it will be k into delta t sine. can write it 2 by t, 0 minus to 0 plus. It is k delta t. Okay. Now shifting property, delta t means t minus 0. 0 will take the value of t. Sine n omega 0 into 0. But sine 0 is what? 0. So result is 0. So Bn is 0. Now another thing you can do that instead of doing the entire thing, you can say one more thing, that it is an even function. Our delta function is even function and this entire pattern is even. When our ft, the original time domain signal, is even, okay, from the concept of Fourier series, you already know that I already discussed in the last class that our Bn is always 0. There is no sign term for even function in the time domain. So our Bn is 0. So you need not evaluate that thing at all. You have to put the logic only. You have to put the logic only. And those who will be appearing for GATE exam, it's better to avoid these steps for them. Just the logic should be in the back of your mind that the function is originally even, ft is originally even in time, therefore its Bn will be 0. Sine term will be 0. So straight away we can write Bn equal to 0. Okay. So what is our ft therefore? Our ft is a0 plus summation an cos n omega 0 t, where n is varying from 1 to infinity. And what is omega 0? Omega 0 is 2 pi by capital T actually. Now a0 is what? We have already calculated our a0 is k by t. Okay. And an is 2k by t. You can put it here. So k by t plus summation 2k by t cos n omega 0 t, or cos n 2 pi by t into t. This one. You can take k by t outside. Cos 2 pi n by capital T into t. So that is our f of t. That is our trigonometric Fourier series. Trigonometric Fourier series. Now, if we want to find out the complex form of Fourier series or exponential form, so now fn bar equal to half of n minus jbn, or simply it is ny2. Okay. So n is 2k by t, so it will be simply k by t. Therefore, our f of t is, we know, summation fn bar e to the power j n omega 0 t, n varying from minus infinity to plus infinity. So fn bar is k by t. Okay, it is e to the power j 2 pi n t by capital T. Clear? So this is the expression of f of t. So it is complex or exponential form of Fourier series. Clear? Now, that's all about. Now we see we have two expressions of Fourier series. One is the trigonometric, another one is the complex exponential. Okay, there are many other forms of Fourier series also available. Just I like to say one more, just one more. Okay. So page number 10. Another form of Fourier series. Now we start with our xt equal to, say from this line we start rather. Uh, this just 1 minute. Where is that? This one. So we call it relation A. Some A. Xt equal to this. Fn bar start there and Fn bar. So recalling relation A. So we can write it. Recalling relation A. Xt equal to F0 plus summation Fn bar e to the power j n omega 0 t plus Fn bar star e to the power minus j n omega 0 t. Okay. Now we can put the value of Fn bar and Fn bar star here. Okay. So I write now Fn bar equal to Fn angle alpha n or Fn e to the power j alpha n, and Fn bar star is Fn angle minus alpha n, that is the complex conjugate that you already know. So Fn is the magnitude and alpha n is the phase. Therefore our xt equal to f0 plus, we are substituting the exponential term of Fn bar. So Fn e to the power j alpha n, this is for Fn bar, e to the power j n omega 0 t, and Fn bar star is Fn e to the power minus j alpha n e to the power minus j n omega 0 t. So this is our Fn, and Fn we take outside, so it will be e to the power j n, okay, omega 0 t plus alpha n, plus this one e to the power minus j n, sorry, n omega 0 t plus alpha n. So e to the power j theta plus e to the power minus j theta is what? It is e to the power j theta plus e to the power minus j theta, means 2 cos theta. So you can write 2 Fn cos n omega 0 t plus alpha n. This is Fourier cosine series. Cosine series. This is Fourier cosine series. Note that as a whole, or finally, or what we can write, there are 3 different forms of Fourier series. One is a normal trigonometric form. trigonometric, another is complex form or exponential form. And the third one is the Fourier cosine series. These are the three forms. Three forms of Fourier series. Note that these are not the only three forms. There are Fourier sine series also possible. Okay, so you're not writing it. Another thing you see, another important thing, that in this expression, trigonometric form, how many coefficients are there? Fourier coefficients? N and Bn. I am not talking about A0 because A0 is a special case only when n equal to 0, a zero frequency term, a DC term. So in general, we are using two coefficients. And our range for n is what? Number of frequency? It is 0 to infinity. 0 to infinity. Here, how many coefficient is used? Only one coefficient, Fn bar. And our range is double, minus infinity to plus infinity. Range of frequency is double, minus infinity to plus infinity. And here, again two coefficients, Fn and alpha n. So our range is half, 0 to infinity. So when we use two sets of coefficients, our range is half for n, 0 to infinity. Here or here. Here the two coefficients are n and bn, and here Fn and alpha n. So when we use two sets of coefficients, our range of n is, our range of frequency is half, 0 to infinity. But when we use only one set of coefficient, our range is double, minus infinity to plus infinity. So actually, it is all about the number of coefficients required to express a function xt. When we use two sets of coefficients, we use half the range. When we use only one set of coefficient, we use double the range. So apparently we may think that there are negative frequency terms in xt. In the second expression, there is the complex form of Fourier series, n varying from minus infinity to plus infinity. So negative frequencies are actually used here. But no, you know, negative frequency is not practically possible. Okay. So there is no negative frequency actually. It is all about the number of coefficients required to express one xt. When we use double the range, only one set of coefficient. When you use half the range, we need two coefficients, two sets of coefficients. So negative frequency is simply meaningless. So here these are actually all about the number of coefficients required. Practically negative frequency has no meaning. But loosely sometimes we say a negative frequency, positive frequency while plotting things. Okay, although we may speak this way, a negative frequency, positive frequency, note that no negative frequency is really possible. To express one exponential term, to express one trigonometric term, sine theta or cos theta, we need e to the power j theta and e to the power minus j theta. We need e to the power j theta and e to the power minus j theta to get sine theta and cos theta term. To get sine theta and cos theta term. So while using exponential term, e to the power plus j theta or e to the power minus j theta may come, giving us a wrong impression that a negative frequency is coming. But practically, a real frequency is constructed from sine and cosine, from sine theta and cos theta. How? By combining one positive frequency, e to the power j theta, and one negative frequency, e to the power minus j theta. In a loose term, obviously. So by combining e to the power plus j theta and e to the power minus j theta, we get a real frequency sine theta or cos theta. So one practical frequency is always positive, which is a result of one positive frequency and one negative frequency in the exponential domain. So one practical frequency is the result of one positive frequency and one negative frequency in the exponential domain, but the practical frequency is always positive. So the number of coefficients are the things that matters only and nothing else. Get my point? That concept will be very much useful. What I am telling now today, that concept will be very much useful in our next class. So tomorrow I may take one class in the morning from 11 or 12. I'm trying. In that case, I'll send you the link tomorrow morning. Okay. Anything? Any doubt? Any question?
No, sir.
No. Okay. So I conclude today. I leave.